Now, you got out of prison and everything. How did you get into art?
You know, so I always, since I was a kid, I always doing.
Oh, I meant like, how did you decide that for the rest of your life, your focus was going to be art, and then you thought, this is it.
Anyhow,
I'm going to do painting for the rest of my life.
Anyhow, after I get out of the prison from States, I was deported, right? Of course, you know, the Taiwanese home, they don't have to deport me because I was set up and I paid my ticket, flew over there, and you know, step into their trap, right? Get caught. But after I came back, they deport me. Then I think, you know, I was not in a drug. I was not doing anything, you know, right? I was just buy and sell fish, right? Just like, you know, buy and sell salmon, right? So why, or rice, but why I deserve that? So anyhow, maybe, you know, I have to blame on my previous life. But anyhow, I decided not to spend, you know, my life, you know, on those big business. So therefore I opened a bar, small bar or restaurant, and I
keep a low profile.
Right, low profile, and do my painting, and the space, the wall of the bar or the restaurant will be my gallery to show my work, right? And of course, at the same time, I acting as advisor to the big consortium, right? And in Taiwan, you know, at the early days, I was advisor to Co-Pacific Group. Like, you know, the Jinhuacheng is one of their subsidiary.
Yes.
And my good friend or the big boss of Co-Pacific Group is Shen Qingjing Xiaoshen, right? The Jinhuacheng, right? Or Weijing Jituan, the Co-Pacific Group. Yes. Then also literally, you know, I work, and I'm still acting as a business advisor to Joseph Garner, the facade group in the whole world. They design and install the best, the most sophisticated facade, such as Taipei 101, such as Jingmao Building in Shanghai, such as Morris Tower in Shanghai, such as early days, like, you know, the Opera House of Sydney, or like, you know, Museum of Mercedes-Benz in Stuttgart of Germany, like, you know, anyhow, many substantial one in Hong Kong, those high-rise building, Bank of China in Hong Kong or whatever.
Well, I see that, yeah. Right. I see that, you know, you do cover a whole variety of different kind of art, I mean, themes. Like, actually, you have a collection here in your book, right? And like,
this,
yeah, that's right. This is the Guan Yin.
This one is释迦牟尼.
I'm sorry.
释迦牟尼.
Okay.
Buddha, anyhow.释迦牟尼.
Yeah.
Right.
See, so not just Mao or Jiang
Kai-shek, right?
Or Chiang Kai-shek, but there's also of the Buddhas, you know, like Buddhism, and you also have female profiles.
Nude, right?
Yeah, in nude.
Right.
Do you know where?
Let me try to find
You've got some really, and then of course, the red ones, that's it. And then of course, landscapes. And, here we go.
Yeah, these two
ones.
you can.
Nice red background and calligraphy, beautiful calligraphy, and also a nude, female nudes.
And this, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, and then there's landscapes. How did you decide on these themes? Well, actually, it's just.
Anyhow, so those women, whether they are those nudes, whether they are Chinese or Westerner, I have no idea. But the background, you know, you see the writing, the calligraphy, that's Chinese.
Yeah.
So it's a blend of West and East, Chinese and West, right?
Westernese, okay.
Right.
But interestingly, though, you're saying that about 90% of collectors of your artworks are from abroad.
Right.
Why is that? This is really, really interesting.
I think it's basically the art training between the Westerner and we Chinese or Taiwanese. Totally, there is a big gap, right? Historically, you know, the Westerner, they are more sensitive to art and beauty. So it's rarely you walk into someone's office or their house, on the wall there is no art. Everyone have painting, either a good one or a bad one, either a print or a genuine, right? But in Chinese, or in Taiwan, most of the family or in the office, you see bare wall or wall with some very goofy kind of display or hang up there, which don't work together with the surrounding. Right?
Yes.
So I would say maybe Westerners are more sensitive and they love art which are Chinese but also Western related, right? So you can see the element of my art are Chinese, but the way I express that is more in Western skills or Western method. Right? So I think they love it because of that. Okay. So it's really have a piece of art because in Chinese, in Taiwan, most of them, they love my brushwork, right? But the Westerner, they not only like my brushwork, but my other work, you know, they especially love it. You know, it's difficult for me. You want to call it pop art or whatever, I have no idea. You know, the art is art. So it's difficult for me to give them a definition or to categorize them.
Pop art, that's a combination of Western
political art or art, you know, with Buddha head or Guan Yin, but nothing is religion related. But of course, have you know, it's a Buddha head, right?
Yeah, I think the Western people, they really like to decorate their homes so that it welcomes, when they welcome their friends, to make it a very comfortable place for friends, a cozy place for friends. But I think you're right, Western people, they almost always, their homes, they almost always have some kind of Eastern or Asian kind of, you know, I don't know, indication or art, decoration to their homes. Yeah, I think it's their curiosity about the East.
I think we should proud that's Chinese, right? Taiwan also part of you know, forget about politics. Taiwan also Chinese, right? We are also Chinese, but anyhow, we don't really cherish our 5,000 years of culture or history. But Westerner, they are very much curious about what is the Chinese culture, right? They always feel we are more profound in culture. So in that case, they respect art or anything that's Chinese related. And I'm luckily, you know, my work is Chinese related, either in culture or in politics or in lifestyle.
Well, you know, it's interesting that you seriously got into art in the 90s. But then it wasn't until 2002 that you actually had formal solo exhibition. Like you know, in Taiwan, but then the next one was like over in Denmark.
Yes.
You know, it's interesting that you made yourself known outside of Taiwan, and actually you're probably more well known outside of Taiwan than
correct. Correct. If you ask someone in Taiwan in the art, you know, the field, I think 900 99 out of 1,000, they wouldn't know who is Patrick Lee, right?
But how did you make friends with all these foreigners? How did they get to know you from way out there?
You know, it's word of mouth, right?
Really? That's
and
it?
nowadays, you know, the IT is so popular, so handy. So it's not
Facebook,
surprise.
huh?
On Facebook or, you know, the email, whatever.
I
right? So and word of mouth. And so often, you know, I got a inquiry from Berlin, from London, from New York, from Singapore, from Hawaii, from Tokyo. Yeah, I need this, I need that. Do you have that, or can I do something, you know, similar or whatever?
So all these people are asking you for exhibits in their country, right?
Right.
So the list never ends. So your schedule must be really full. Where's your next exhibit going to be?
Going to be here at Lily. Now I have an exhibition in Geneva, right? And in
you just had it
Lyon.
Or in Geneva?
Yeah, you know, the one French lady, she managed that, and I have to find out how she is going now. But the one in Geneva, he sent me a few images, and one in Lyon, he sent me a few images. I didn't go because I don't have time to go. I still need my time to spend in my studio to, you know, do some more work. Right.
So they love your work. Why? Did they ever tell you why they love your work?
Yeah, you are asking me a question that's which, you know, I wouldn't have an answer. If I know, then I will be even more successful, right? So I don't know.
I know, Patrick. It's all because you got your name on it. Patrick Lee. Yeah, anything that's got your name, Patrick Lee, on it, they want it. So you have some faithful collectors of your artwork. And lately, you've been, just only a couple of days ago, I think, you came with landscapes where it's just the sun that's in gold and red, and then the white mountains because it's all covered in snow, and then a black cliff. I love that. That piece, by the way.
Okay.
You told me it's already sold.
Right. So, I could try to do something similar, right? Because the brushwork, no second piece is 100% exactly. It could be.
What was the name of that one?
Oh, the black one?
Yes. Did you have a name for it?
No, it's none of my work. None of my work have a name. Right.
And if it's
all of my work doesn't have a title.
So if it's untitled, it's even more precious.
Right. Anyhow, that's you said it. I hope so. Right.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Patrick. It's been a lot of fun getting to know you, and appreciating your art. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Honey, say thank you, honey. Say thank you.
Bye-bye.
Honey, say thank you. Honey, don't bark. Oh, okay. Bark also one way to say thank you, right?
Well, thank you for watching, people. I'm Shirley Lin.
Thank you. Bye.